Okay, today we're making the omelet, the chili and cheese omelet. You see, I have my chili here. This is from last night. I made it in the crock pot. It's at cooking all day. Crock pot. I got 2 eggs, some sharp cheese, my pan, and my butter. Cause you know I'm a guy, so I gotta use my butter in my pan. First, you take your butter. You can use your fingers, or because I don't even have the pan heated yet. See, it's not heated yet. I always put the butter on before I heat it, and then I know that the butter, when the butter is melted on there, that it is nice and done. I definitely took too much butter, but hey, you could never have enough butter, so just take it around the sides. Just take it around the sides and keep butter in that pan. I really don't think you can ever butter a pan. When you're done, your pan should look like that. I'm just going to toss that butter because I'm not going to use it again, because that's unsanitary. Now, I'm going to take these 2 eggs, crack each one of them, and then you see the 1 egg in there? No. Okay, crack the other one. Now, deposit that in the trash. And now comes cutting cheese. Now I find a knife. Right here's one. I take it and I just thinly slice it. You can probably see the dog behind me sniffing because he knows he's going to get something out of this. Now, I have this much cheese left, because I'm only going to use a little bit of this cheese in here, because it's very, very tasty cheese, but I want some for the dog. So, come here. See this piece of cheese? Sit. Oh, he wants to give me a paw. Give me your paw. Give me your other paw. Speak. Speak. Good boy. And now we're going to take... Oh, I actually forgot something. We have to go over to the fridge here. Y'all can see my fridge. This is a picture of my nieces and nephews. God bless their souls. The top one is my nephew, passed in July 5th, 2011. God bless him, and hope he rests in peace. We are going to take some milk. I always use 2% just because I think it tastes better. And all we're going to do is put a little tiny bit. Oh, I guess more than a little tiny bit, but just a little bit. It all depends on your preference. It just makes the eggs a little bit more fluffy. And you know what? I'm going to take a little dollop of sour cream. Daisies. Gotta use the good stuff. And you can see there's a little water in there. Usually I just pour that water out into the sink. It doesn't mean that it went bad or anything. It just means, hey, there's a little excess water. Okay, take my knife. And you see, I got a good dollop of that. And I'm going to do that. Just put that right in there. Yes, you can hear me sucking on my fingers to get the sour cream off, because I don't like having stuff all over my hands. And yes, I did wash my hands before this. So I'm going to take that sour cream, take everything else, and I'm going to whisk it all up. And like always, you're going to get that little bit on your spoon like that. I actually just took it in my... I just pretty much ate it. Yeah, I know you're not supposed to eat raw egg. But now, I'm going to heat the pan. You can see, it's getting all shiny. It's getting hot to the touch. Don't do that. Don't try and actually touch it. You can feel the heat coming off the middle. You take your eggs. You see the egg? You pour them in just like that. Make sure you get all that cheese out of there. And now, you find a spatula. Because what's a man's meal without a spatula? And yes, I did just say spatula. If you have a problem with how I say spatula or spatula, bite me. Because I like how it sounds. So now I'm just going to take this and go like this and move it around a little bit. Now I'm just going to let it sit. My thing right there. And in about 5 minutes, I will have our delicious lunch. Now you know what? We need something else. One more thing. No man's breakfast would be complete without the biscuit. The man biscuit. Now, you see, here's my problem. I burnt them a little bit on the bottom. So, gonna just I use a knife that I took, actually, the knife that I used to make get my sour cream out and to chop my cheese. I am going to take it. I'm going to rinse it off in the sink. My sink is really full of dishes right now because I haven't done dishes in a while. So I have a really dirty sink. But I am going to clean those soon here. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to cut these in half. Well, I'm not going to cut them in half. I'm just going to cut the bottoms off, actually. Now, see, I have this. Now, you're probably saying, oh, Jesse, you're wasting half that. You're wasting the whole bottom. I'm not going to waste these. I will show you what I'm going to do after I do my eggs right here. Now, they may not look like the most scrumptious thing in the world, but what your mother always tell you, don't judge a book by its cover. That may look like not very good, but now you can use any kind of chili you want. I just use homemade. I make it myself, so I know what's in it. This actually has red, green, and yellow peppers in it, kidney beans, a packet of chili seasoning, probably half a pound of ground beef, and sour cream. You just don't put sour cream in it, and I put onions in it, and cheese. And it's a very simple thing to make in the crock pot. Very easy, very quick. And now, as I told you, I am going to show you what I'm going to do with these things. What I'm going to do with the biscuit bags. I'm going to take them. You see, I will crumple them up in my hand. And I'm going to throw them outside. See, they're on the ground there. They're all over right there. And I'm going to let the birds have them. Because I'm not going to eat them, but the birds will. And now I'm going to take my biscuit. And I'm going to plop it in here with my, plop my 2 biscuits in here. My thing. And hoping to heat them up. Which it should heat them up pretty good. And if you actually look, it makes a face. That was unintentional, but yeah. That does warm those up a little bit. Ow, I just hit my hand. See, if you look at it, it browned them a little bit. They're not really that warm, but they're warm enough for me. If you really want to warm them up, put them in for about 30 seconds in the microwave, and they should be even less than that, probably. Now, my eggs are done. They look like that. I'm going to turn off my heat. And we're going to come over here to my thing. And you see, paper plates. I don't feel like doing a lot of dishes, so I don't want to use an actual plate. If you want to get them, see how my eggs are sticking there. A good way to get them off, just shake your pan a little bit. Shake it back and forth. Always, always remember, after you make eggs, put some water in the pan. Because if you don't, you're going to have a hell of a time getting it off later. My dog, you can see him down there. He's scrounging for food. You see, I don't have to clean up the floor when I cook, because if I drop something, I have him right there getting my food off the floor for me. Alright, and this was how to make a good breakfast with Jesse. Thank you, and goodbye.